Right. So, welcome to the Gentle Yoga. Go ahead and get yourself set up. Bolster, blanket, blocks. You won't necessarily need a strap tonight. And once you get down there, take some time to really set the intention for your space. Give it purpose. That room and that space is going to hold the space for your practice. It's going to hold the intention for your practice, whatever that might be this evening. And maybe go ahead, just take some time here. Ask yourself the question, what do I need in my practice this evening? And really make that yours. Take a few deeper breaths in and out, and every exhale, let the body soften. Literally let it just sink into the floor beneath you. Start to bring your attention now more fully into the body. So let the thoughts start to be in the background. Okay, they're kind of like background noise, and let your attention now settle into the body and become aware of the forehead. If you notice tension there, see if you can relax the muscles in that area, just in that area. And then we'll move on to another area, and you can continue to relax as we go. So notice the forehead, the eyes, and the jaw. Notice the scalp. Scalp at the top of the head, the back, and the sides. The neck and throat. The shoulders. Down through the arms, and notice the hands include your fingers and thumbs. See if you can let go of any gripping in those fingers and thumbs. The chest, the collarbones, and in the back, your shoulder blades. The belly and the back. The hips, the buttocks. And the upper legs and knees. Lower legs. Feet and toes. In this moment, being aware of your whole body, from your head to your toes, from your toes through the crown of your head. Being aware of the whole body and allowing Shavasana to have an effect on your body, your mind, and more. Now bring more of your attention to your breathing. Just notice the in-breath and the out-breath. When we have a lot of thoughts and the energy moves up into the shoulders, the neck, and the head, and it kind of gets trapped there, our breathing is also affected. So as we settle into the body, starting to soften the body, let's even out the breath now. So on the inhale, let the inhale be 4 counts long, and count that out. So it's an inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3. Keep going. Now you can slow that down if you'd like, or you can speed it up. The idea is to even it out, allow it to be calming, settling, and grounding. And keep that count going. Remember, there's probably some trapped energy in the shoulders, neck, and head, so the thoughts are going to come back until we get that sort of released. So if the thoughts arise, let them be in the background and come back to the count. 4 on the inhale, 4 on the exhale. A few more rounds here. Now let the count go. And let the breath find its natural pace now. And just notice how the breath feels now. And the effect that the breath may have on calming and settling the body. Begin to welcome movement. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Roll your head gently from side to side. Move into the master stretch. Take the arms up over the head, lengthen from fingertips to toes. And as you exhale, hug everything in the center. Bring both knees in. Support those knees with your hands. Now let's take a moment and just let the knees be wide for a minute. Just kind of rock side to side. Really get the sense or feeling of massaging that low back. Then come back to the center. Just make some circles with those knees. Make those bigger circles. And then go in the other direction. Just give the body permission to move and start to open up. Going back to the center here, hold the knees with your hands. Bring both hands over to that right knee and take your left leg back across your bolster, your cushion, whatever you have. Okay, right thigh is going to line up over the rib cage. The knee, track back over the chest. Now let's open up that ankle joint. Point and flex your foot. Whatever range of motion you have there, go ahead and reach that to its full extent, but not forcing or straining. And then make your circles. Try to make bigger circles first, and then move them into smaller circles. Go in both directions. And then bringing that foot back and just relaxing the foot. And notice that even that movement, did it allow you to relax the knee to the hip a little bit more? So relax the shoulders, start to soften the jaw and the eyes. Let the hands get heavy, so that helps support that knee coming in. We're going to do a little extension through the left leg, so press the left heel away from you. Let that knee sort of straighten but not lock. Just press through that heel as you let the right knee and right hip relax in toward the belly. And now relax that left foot. Just do that for a short period of time. Come back and start to soften from the right knee down into that right hip. And check back in with those shoulders, because it's going to be natural for the shoulders to lift back up toward the ears and toward the jaw and chin. Relax those shoulders down as much as you can. Even wiggle shoulder blades closer together. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, push the right knee away from you until your arms are straight. You're still holding on to the knee, but the arms are straight. Take an inhale here. Exhale. Draw the right knee across toward the left hip. My right foot stays to the right, okay? And I'm going to take an inhale, exhale, and draw that knee down toward the midline. If you look at it, it's across your midline, the diagonal angle. Start to relax from the right knee out toward that right hip. You can relax the foot. A few breaths here. Bring that right knee, line it back up with the right rib cage. Take your left foot, place it on your bolster or your cushion, and then come into half happy baby just on the right side. So ideally, the ankle and the knee are on top of each other. Let that thigh really move out to the right. Slowly start to draw that thigh down toward the floor. Now, it's absolutely okay to place your hand behind the thigh, let the heel relax down, and just draw the thigh down. But you've got a couple of options there. Which one feels right for you? So we're all unique. We're all different. Which one feels right for you? Now, as that right thigh comes down, right knee comes down, make sure you keep that left hip on the floor. It's going to want to lift a little bit and just sort of tack that down. Left knee, left thigh stays in. Now slowly coming out of half happy baby, place both feet on your bolster. Pause for a moment and let the hips adjust because you're probably going to feel a shift on one side here. Now take both legs back across that bolster. All right. Go ahead and bring that left knee in now. Support that left knee with your hands. From the knee down into that hip, let that start to relax down. Let the weight of the hands kind of take over there so that knee and thigh start to drop down. And give a little press through that right heel. That right leg is going to straighten. Make sure it's not locked out. And as best you can, keep softening the left knee and left hip. Relax that right heel. Maybe you can even feel that left knee come in, left thigh come in. A little bit more. We'll take some breaths here. All right, now slowly bring that right foot to the bolster. We're going to go into half happy baby on the left side. So the left arm comes on the inside of that left leg. You reach across your foot, take the pinky. Take the left thigh out so that it's not hitting the rib cage. Heel and ankle are above each other. That's one option. Second option, hand behind the thigh, relax the foot and draw that thigh down. Either one is absolutely perfect. Start to relax that thigh down toward the floor. And let the breath be easy. And if you still feel a lot of the energy in the shoulder, neck, and head, come back to that counting of the breath for a little bit. That'll start to settle some of that. Slowly release. Let that foot come back down to your bolster. Pause for a moment there. Let the hips adjust. Slide your bolster away from you. Place your feet flat on the floor. You're going to cross right leg over left leg. You can inhale as you exhale. Bring those knees in. You can hold behind your thigh, or you can hold the knee that is farthest away from you. And let those knees and thighs come in toward your belly. Again, you can hold the back of the thigh or up higher in the back of that knee. Take some easy breaths here. Relax the jaw, the back of the throat. Relax the shoulders. Slowly release. Bring those feet down. Uncross those legs. Pause here. Again, notice any shift in the hips, particularly in the glute low back area. You're going to feel, you might feel one side lower than the other. Cross left over right now. Hug those knees in, behind the thigh, or the knee farthest away from you. Let the weight of the hands sort of draw those knees in. Slowly release. Bring those feet back down. Uncross. And notice the two sides. Take the feet wider than your hips here, and just windshield wiper left and right. Hug your knees in, arms out to a T. Bring the legs over to the right for a lower spinal twist. Kick those feet out a little bit. Now, if the back arm will not quite make its way down to the floor, you can place a little pillow underneath that arm, a blanket, or you can just rest your hand on the side of your ribs. See if you can work with the breath a little bit here. Imagine, sense, or feel the breath coming in a little bit more in the lower belly. And let it fill up the torso. And then as you exhale, let everything sort of relax back. Bring the knees back to the center here. Hold the knees at the center. Let's go to the other side. Taking the knees to the left. Allow that back arm, the right arm, to come out to the side. And again, if it's lifted, you can scooch a little pillow or blanket under there. The head is really up to you. If you want more of a twist all the way up, you turn the head to the right. But really feel into it, see what feels right for you. Deeper, fuller breath. Don't force or strain. Feel the torso filling with the breath. Exhale, let the torso move back toward the spine. Bring the knees back to the center. Hug the knees in for a moment. Then take the legs back across. Reach down, maybe scooch that bolster back up. And just rest your legs on that bolster. Some deeper, fuller breaths here. And notice if there's more of you on the floor now. And hug those knees in, roll over onto whichever side is best for you. Take an inhale and an exhale there. Using your hands and arms and coming all the way up. All right, so sit on a blanket, legs crossed. The neck and the shoulders. So most of the time we're rounded, okay? So when we're rounded, this shortens, and in the back, those back muscles get weak. So we're gonna bring our arms up to make a U, okay? And we can make fists or open hands, either one. We're gonna take an inhale, and as we exhale, we're gonna draw down and squeeze your shoulder blades in the back together. Let the heart lift, okay? Keep your chin sort of level. Inhale, reach up, make that U. Exhale, bring it down, squeeze. Really squeeze the shoulder blades so we're strengthening those muscles back there. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, squeeze. Now you keep going, but I really want you to get that squeeze. But you go at your pace, drawing that down, squeeze. Got it. It looks good. Keep going. Keep the heart lifted. Nice. Yep. Squeeze. Let's do two more. Squeeze. Last one. And squeeze. Good. Release the hands and just roll. Go in the other direction. Okay. Bring the arms out to a T here, and we're going to go right under left, and we're going to squeeze. Now really let the shoulders come off the back here and sort of accentuate that in the back of the body. Now bring the bottom arm up and the top arm up. And this is good. You can stay right here. You don't have to go any further. But if you want to go further, the top hand, you're going to bring it out and around. Okay, got it? Yep, perfect. And you can keep it here, or you can bring it around. Take an inhale, lift the arms up toward the elbows toward your nose. Exhale, let the forearms come out. You're going to feel that stretch right as you take the forearms away. Easy breaths. Push the elbows into each other. That's going to help open up that back. And remember, it's okay if the hands are here. They don't have to touch, okay? Good. Now bring your forearms back in and down and unlock that and just roll. Make some circles. And go in that other direction. You got it. All right, that was right under left. So let's take it left under right. Left under right, squeeze. Now when I squeeze, what I do is I hug my elbows closer together. Okay? Okay, here we go. Left arm up, right arm meets it. Now it's okay to stay here. That's fine. Or if you want to bring the right hand out and come around and touch palm to palm, that's okay too. Inhale, lift the elbows up toward your nose. Exhale, move your forearms away. That's where you get the stretch. That's where you're going to feel that in the back. Again, it's okay if the hands don't meet. Either way, press the elbows a little closer together. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yep, it can be here. Good. Bring those forearms in, elbows down, uncross, and again, roll those shoulders. Go in both directions. Okay. Pause now and just simply notice. Notice if this feels different. Notice if in the back feels different. Are we starting to move some of this stuck energy here? Notice what's happening also in the mind. Okay? All right, chin comes back. When we do shoulders, I want to add in the neck work. So the chin comes back. We're going to drop the chin down. We're going to make those circles. Now, your range of motion might be different than mine. So you go in the direction that you need to go. As far as big circles or little circles. 3 times each direction. And then go in the other direction. And then when you've gone 3 times in both directions, come back to the center and pause there. Chin stays back. Stay in those sits bones. We're going to go to the 2 sides of the neck before we move into this new posture that I'm going to show you in a little bit. So I want to get this area open. So take that left arm out. Reach all the way across. Chin stays tucked. Take an inhale. Elbow stays back. Exhale. Draw that ear over. Now take the opposite arm, right arm, down toward the floor. Walk those fingers away. You're going to feel more length here when you do that. Keep the chin in, okay? Easy breaths. Slowly come back to the center, release that hand, pause, notice the 2 sides. All right, right arm out, reach all the way across, make sure that chin's in. Slowly tip that ear over, chin stays in. Opposite arm, left arm out, reaches to the floor. Now, if that's too much, that's okay. You don't have to take that reach. This gives you more of a lengthening through here. Slowly come back to the center, release, pause, and notice. Okay, the bulgy part of the head is where the head starts to curve in the back, okay? So you got the skull, and then it starts to curve in the back, and then the neck is there. So this place where the bulgy part is, place your thumbs there and interlace your hands. We'll do this one, and that bulgy place is what we're gonna hit next. So right there, elbows wide, take an inhale, keep your elbows back, exhale, draw your chin in toward the throat and down. Shoulders stay back, but the head will tip. You might notice here one side's probably tighter than the other. Just make note. Now slowly come back up. Release those hands and pause. Okay. This next one we haven't done before. I haven't taught you this one. So I'm going to take it, I want you to take it slowly, especially if you have cervical vertebrae issues. I want you to go slow. What you're going to do is you're going to take your block. So you can come up and get your block. You can move your bolster out of the way, and you're going to take your block. All right. The bulgy part of my head, okay, right where that bulgy point is going to go right at the base of the block, okay, the bottom of the block. So the bulgy part of my head is here. It's at the bottom of that block, because if I get it there, it will automatically tuck my chin into my throat, okay? I don't want the block under my neck. I want it at the bulgy part of the block of my head. So it's right at the bulgy part of my head. And when I get there, I'm going to tuck my chin in toward my throat a little bit more. Boom. Chin goes in the throat. All right. Feet are flat, knees are up. Arms out to the side. Chin is tucked in toward the throat, and start to relax the neck. Start to let the weight of the head move into that block. Right there at that bulgy, there's some muscles. You'll feel them right at the base of that bulgy part of the head. We're going to give this a little bit of time here. Chin tucked, and just hang out here for a few more breaths. Relax the shoulders. See if you can soften if you feel tension anywhere. Remember that chin tucks. Okay, you're going to slowly roll the head to the right a little bit. You're going to feel a sort of another little knot there. Oh yeah, that's where those muscles are. They can get tight. So just a little, it's just a little rotation to the right. And then pause. You'll find the spot, you'll feel it. If it's too much, you can come back. Let's see if you can rotate the head to the right just a little. Pause it there where you feel that muscle. Chin's tucked. Now go just a little bit more to the right. That's going to start to loosen up. Go just a smidgen more to the right. Okay, now slowly come back to the center. Slow, slow, slow. Chin tucked. Now we're going to go to the left. Chin slowly starts to go to the left. At some point, you'll feel those muscles, and you'll feel a little tension there more than likely. Pause there. Keep the breath going. Go a little bit more to the left. Pause there. Slowly come back to the center. Chin tucked. Now slowly make your way over onto your side. Come off of that block. And slowly push up. Come to sitting. All right, check that out. This area back here can get like a little knot right at the back, at the base of the bulgy part, right below it. Both sides can get those little knots when you carry all that tension up here. Has anybody ever noticed that? I sure the heck have. So that little trick with this block is amazing. I'm seeing thumbs up. Yes. You got a headache? Yes, yes, yes. Block the base, that roll, that subtle, subtle roll. Oh, relief. Okay, let's work this into the shoulders a little bit more. So take your blanket, open it up, and roll it up. If you've got towels, you can use towels, okay? I want you to have a roll under you. You guys know this one. This is one of our favorites. You're going to need 2 blankets, 2 towels. You're going to roll it up, and you're going to make your burrito. You can roll it all the way if you want. I'm going to leave a little bit of mine shown. But I am going to reach out and grab and have another blanket, okay? Now in this one, same thing. The back tip of the shoulder blade goes at the top of that blanket, and my armpits are above. Then I'm going to reach out with this blanket and put it under my head. Oh my gosh, my neck feels so much better after that block. Hoping yours does too. So feel this out. Find that bottom tip of your shoulder blade. You see how I'm wiggling? Bring those shoulder blades closer together so that the heart is lifted. Arms come out. You can do whatever you want with your feet. You can extend them long as that's not too much of an arch on your back. Or you can place your feet flat, or you can even come into Baddha Konasana here. Bottoms of the feet touch, knees go out. Now, kind of like what we did with the block, feel into where that knot might be between your shoulder blades and place that blanket right there on it. We're going to hang here for a little bit. Let the heart lift. Take some easy breaths in and out here. Breath is easy. let the tops of the shoulders and the shoulder blades here, let everything move down. If you got your knees in Baddha Konasana, bring the knees up, feet flat. If you got legs extended, place your feet flat. And just tent the knees and let the knees sag in the center there so they're hitting each other. Feet go out to the sides a little bit more here. And roll over onto your right or left side, whichever one feels best for you. Take an inhale, exhale there. And slowly come up. Come back to that blanket and roll it all the way up. Okay, so this is going to we're going to use this up and down our spine as an extension of our spine. So we're going to turn it long ways. Okay. Roll it up fairly tight if you can. And the end, if you have the yoga blankets, the end that's bulky, not the loose end, but the end that's bulky, put that at the top. It's got more sturdiness there. If you've got towels, again, just make that as sturdy as you can. Now I'm going to leave this up to you. If you want, you can put a blanket here at the head, okay? And we're going to lie, think of this as our spine. We're going to lie our spine right along here so that the sides of our muscles drape off on each side. You're welcome to put a blanket here, or what we do is we sit down on it. The other option is right at that mid back, you put your shoulders there and then let yourself drape off. So you see how I've got, it's right again at the bottom tip of my shoulder blade, and I'm letting my shoulders drop off, and I've got my arms into a U. You have that option, or you can support your head. It's up to you, whichever you want to do. But that blanket is right along your spine. Think of the blanket as your spine. Okay? And now start to soften into that blanket. Let those muscles just drape off of the edge of that blanket. And it's up to you. You can support the head with the blanket, or you can pull it out. See if you can notice if one side of you is tighter alongside of the spine versus the other side of you. This could be true, might not be true for you. I just want you to feel into this. Really strengthen your body awareness. Be aware of it. Now, if there's one side of you that's tighter, I want you to lean into that side just a smidgen. Don't roll off, but just, oh yeah, lean into it a little bit. The chin's still tucked, okay? Come back to the center. Notice how that feels. Lean into the other side just a little bit. Back to the center. Now slowly roll to one side, come off that blanket, pause, take an inhale, exhale. Slowly come up all the way up to sitting. Go ahead and you can unroll that blanket and make it a cushion to sit on. Sitting on top. Whew. Time flies when we're having fun. All right. First of all, check it out. Neck and shoulders. How do they feel? Thumbs up. Nice. Okay. Just get curious. Is your mind quieter now? I'm getting a lot of head shakes and thumbs up. Tension in the body creates tension in the mind. Tension in the mind creates tension in the body. So you can't just always just work with your mind. We have to work also with the body. So when we have a lot of thoughts, to think more isn't beneficial. But we do. What we really want to do is to kind of quiet our mind. And believe it or not, you can do that by working through the body. Check it out. We're going to do some alternate nostril breathing, and then we'll move right into our Shavasana. This alternate nostril breathing will help balance out the brain hemispheres even more. So I won't mirror you because I want to do the right nostrils. So the right thumb goes and closes the right nostril. Breathe out left nostril. Breathe in left nostril. Close left nostril with your ring finger. Pause, hold of both. Exhale right nostril. Inhale right. Close both. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close both. Exhale right. Now keep going at your own pace. Imagine the breath kind of concentrating in the space between the eyebrows, right up above it. The eyes are gently closed. There's a softness to the face, and keep that breath going. the next time that you exhale left, release the hand and breathe naturally. And just simply notice if the mind is even more quieter now. Maybe you could sit here longer than before. As you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Go ahead and set yourself up for your final Shavasana. I'll meet you there. So you got to love this yoga because it sure does do its thing. Make sure that you're comfortable. Take a nice long in breath and a slow, easy out breath. Another slow in breath and out breath. Breathe naturally. If there's something still lingering, let it go. It'll come back later. For now, with every exhale, just feel the body letting go, settling even more into the floor beneath you. You're so comfortable that there's no need to fidget or move. Rest your attention on the body as the thoughts move into the background. Notice your toes, your feet, and your ankles. Lower legs and knees. Upper legs. Hips, the pelvis, the buttocks. Belly, back, and ribs. Hands, arms, shoulders. Neck, face, and head. Being aware of your whole body, or maybe a sense of ease. Maybe a sense of stillness. Rest in that. Start to bring your attention back to your breathing now. Noticing the in-breath and the out-breath. Start to welcome movement. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll your head gently from side to side. Move into that master stretch. On the inhale, take the arms up over the head, lengthen from fingertips to toes. As you exhale, hug everything in the middle. Rock, move. What is it that you need now? And start to make your way onto your right side. Take an inhale and exhale there, and then slowly make your way up to sitting. And I'll stop this recording now.